Layoffs. Let's dive into it, guys. A lot of people, whether you work for the federal government, the private sector, a lot of people recently have been laid off. And a lot of people, guys, are going right to TikTok and filming their reaction to getting laid off. And I want to break down some videos here, my thoughts, kind of what I would do nowadays if I was laid off. So let's get into it. Guys, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subs. Cheers, by the way, guys. Let's talk.
Well, not how I wanted to start my 2025. I was just laid off. This is actually the first time I've ever been laid off, so I don't really know what to even do or how to process anything. I just dropped off my laptop. It sucks the most because I seriously was only at this company for 2 months. I literally got this job in October and loved every single second of it. Unfortunately, the company was acquired and a lot of us were let go. Nothing you can do about it, but it definitely sucks. I have no idea what I want to do. I don't know if I want to even keep working for a company or what. I got my real estate license back in early October. I'm like, maybe I should just pursue that. But I also really liked the idea of having like a stable income with a job. I'm also getting married this year and have lots of expenses. So yeah, I still know it's going to be a great year. Like, I'm truly trying to be positive. I know everything happens for a reason, but yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
Oh, man, that is rough, especially since she's getting married this year, all these expenses she has coming down the pipeline. That's rough, especially in this environment where everything is so expensive, guys. The cost of living has gone up. Getting laid off now is rough, man. And even if you get unemployment, it's still not nearly enough to survive, right? And she said she got hired by this company about 2 months ago. And that's usually how it goes, right? When you get hired, or if you're somebody that just got hired, right? You're usually the first to go if the company starts laying off their employees. It sucks, but it's the reality, right? And this kind of happened years ago for me. I haven't had a job in a long time. I'm self-employed, guys. I have my own business. But I remember back in 2017, I worked for this company, FMC Corporation, and the division I worked for actually got sold to DuPont. And I remember some people got laid off in the division, right, during that sale. It is what it is. It happens. And this is why you have to have your resume ready to go. You have to have, employable skills so you can easily find another job, right? If that is your career. You work 9 to 5 jobs, right? If you're a business owner, I guess it's different, right? Or you're self-employed, you're a solopreneur, kind of like me, it's different. But yeah, it's rough out there, man. Layoffs, they're coming.
Good morning. It's January 24th, 2025. I was just laid off. I work for a smaller home builder, smaller developer in Missouri. And yesterday, the Home Builders Association gave a pretty bleak forecast of the home building industry. And I know that we were having a hard time for a while with sales because people have been very uncertain in the last couple of months. And especially in the last couple of days, we have noticed that a lot of things have changed with all the executive orders. Hiring freezes in government. Also, the contractors are not being hired at the moment. A lot of the people that are immigrants are being scared. I mean, basically hunted down. They're scared. They're not going to be working in the home building industry or any industry right now. So the economy as a whole is about to take a hit, and people don't know how they're going to fare. So they're not buying homes at the moment. It's pretty scary, but I know we'll be okay at some point. We'll figure it out. But I know I don't have the worst problems at all. And I'm just one of many. But it's a little scary right at the moment, and it's not just scary for me, it's and my family, it's also scary for this country, and hopefully we can figure out what's happening. So, we know what's happening, but we can figure out a way to get through this as a country and a better country for it. I really, really hope. I have a belief that we as a whole, as Americans, are good people.
Man, I can only imagine, being in the home building industry. I mean, I don't know much about it, quite frankly, but yeah, I mean, he saw the writing on the wall. Business started to dry up in certain areas. He noticed it, and then boom, he got laid off. I mean, it is what it is. If they're not building as many homes, people are going to get laid off. It's rough. And I don't know. In this current environment with the new administration, there's still a lot of uncertainty right now, guys, quite frankly. Tariffs, the trade war, kind of what's going to happen between the U.S. and China, chips, right? Semiconductors. There's so much going on right now, and there's uncertainty. And there's definitely some short-term pain right now, but hopefully this leads to long-term gain. Hopefully, in the next couple of years. We shall see. But right now, again, people are getting laid off.
Good morning. I had an 8 a.m. meeting show up on my calendar last night from the CMO of my company with my whole team on it. So I think this morning is when I actually find out my fate, whether I'm going to keep my job or be laid off. So we shall see. All right, here we go. Well, I just found out that I'm officially being laid off. Saw it coming, but doesn't make it any easier, really. So if you know of any roles in San Francisco, hybrid or remote, that are marketing based. I work in brand marketing, influencer marketing, social media marketing. I love contributing to a team. I'm an adept storyteller. I have about 10 years of experience. Please let me know.
She's in great spirits, guys. I really hope it works out for her, honestly. And yeah, I mean, I've seen so many videos like this on TikTok where it's like, oh, I have a meeting with my supervisor and the CEO and the CMO tomorrow at 8 a.m. or something. Yeah, usually that's not a, great sign. And that's exactly what happened to my wife, actually. Like 8 months ago, I think, over the summer, she got laid off, guys. She was working for for a marketing company, right? I'm not gonna tell where she worked, but she had the same thing. She's a great employee, all that good stuff, right? Great hard worker. It's not like she slacks off or anything, right? And yeah, she was there for about a year at this company, and she got a similar meeting the next morning or whatever, or she got that email request. And boom, she got laid off. It happens, man. And when you start seeing it in your own life, in this case, my wife, she got laid off. Other people I've seen get laid off. It starts to hit home. It starts to hit home. And thankfully, we were in a pretty good financial position. We still are. I do pretty well, so I can keep us going on just my income, right? She actually still hasn't gotten a job, and she doesn't have to, right? It's, it all depends on your financial situation and your family, right? But certain people, man, certain families, they need the two incomes, right? Two incomes to come in, and if one of those drop, people are in trouble. That's the scary reality of the economy we're living in now.
Can someone who was recently laid off or laid off in general just tell me what the warning signs are? Because today my boss was fired. They took away, it's like a fully remote job. They took away our access to social spaces. Okay, weird. And then fired people who were like misusing the social space policy by like commenting in social spaces, not during the half-hour lunch that we get. Took away our right to YouTube, like literally just logged in today and like YouTube wasn't working. And then when they realized we need YouTube to do our job, because sometimes like we have to like analyze videos, they gave it back to us. They took away our department meetings. We're not allowed to have meetings as a department now with a department head. Like, I don't understand where that one came from, but okay, because that's like work. They just basically want us to like work, have no distractions. Like, I feel like the writing's on the wall. They've already laid off a decent amount of people, but like they were known for doing that. Like, we were an overinflated project. But my boss getting fired today, I'm like, okay, like it kind of feels real now. I don't know what to do other than apply for a ton of jobs, but I'm just like convinced. Is that how it works? Like, do they fire top down or do they fire bottom up? What's standard?
Yeah, usually when the writing's on the wall, you have that feeling. Yeah, it's about to happen to you, most likely, right? You're gonna get laid off if you have the feeling, the gut feeling, the writing's on the wall. And that's why, like I said earlier in the video, guys, you have to make sure you have employable skills, a rock solid resume, build your network, have connections, know a bunch of people, right? And this will help you get another job. It's not like we're in an awful economy now. Let's be honest, right? The economy's decent. It's not the best it's ever been, right? And it's nowhere near the worst it's ever been. The unemployment rate is, I forget exactly, between 3.7 to 4% right now. That's not that bad. It's come down a lot over the last couple of years. So yes, people are getting laid off. Like we covered in this video, I told you guys, the story about my wife, right? People are getting laid off right now, but it's not the worst job market in terms of, it's not like you can't find a job. I mean, you can get a job after you get laid off. It just takes some grind. Again, some connections, a strong resume, and you got to have employable skills. It's not like you're going to work, let's say you worked at a job and you did nothing for a couple of years, but you have that title or whatever, and then you try and get a new job, they interview you, they realize, oh, this guy didn't do anything, right? Or they don't have the skills they say they do. In that case, you're in trouble. You actually have to have employable skills, guys, right? You have to have those connections, rock solid resume. And if you do, you should be able to get another job. At least in my opinion. The jobs market right now is not the worst it's ever been. It's not the best either. It's okay. It's just okay. So, yeah, if you got laid off recently, guys, really, my heart's with you. It sucks. I've never been laid off before. Quite frankly, I haven't had a job in years at this point. I have my own business, like I said, but my wife got laid off, right? A couple months ago. It hit home for me, and I truly hope you guys get through it. If you just got laid off, right? I really hope you get through it. You push through, make it to the other side. And yeah, if you want to let me know your thoughts in the comments, feel free to do that. Hit the like button on this video. Don't forget to subscribe, as we're almost at 1,000 subs on this channel, guys. And I'll pop a video up here that you should go watch next. Make sure to go watch it. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next one.